So guys, if you're heading on your first cruise, here's some tips and tricks that you must know before going. If you've never been on a cruise, it can be kind of tricky about where to start and what to do, how to book your trips, drinks packages. It's just all so confusing. So I'm just gonna sit here and explain a few little things which have helped me in the past. So I've actually got my phone here just to, I've written everything down. This would be based on a Royal Caribbean trip, but it could be similar for other cruise lines, I don't know. The first tip I would say is like if you were flying to a destination and then getting on the ship, once you step off the plane, wherever you're going, you probably won't see your luggage until you get to your cabin, but sometimes that's not until 6 o'clock at night. So I would say take a backpack the day of like your travel, pack in there maybe like sun cream, chargers, a change of clothes if it's hot or if it's cold, a swimming costume if you just want to go swim straight away, anything that you really need. I might not see it till later on at night. The second tip is make sure that when you book your cruise you get cruise insurance, like cruise cover, when you get your insurance, because not all insurances cover cruises. So yeah, that's another tip. And sometimes they can actually, what's the word? You can be denied boarding. So yeah, I would get cruise cover. So the next tip is book things before you go. So book like any activities that you want to do on the ship, because they can get fully booked up. Also the same with restaurants, and like any tours you want to go on, but I will explain that later on where to book your tours. So the next tip is make sure that, like, I think it's the same with all cruise lines, but make sure that you pre-book your drinks package. Don't buy it when you get on the ship. You can save so much more money if you pre-book it before you go. Usually there's a lot of discounts and stuff. Alcohol packages are very expensive. I usually go for a soda package, or I think it's called a refreshment package. So that includes like sodas, mocktails. I'm not a big drinker, so there's literally no point me spending so much money on an alcoholic package. But if you are a heavy drinker, maybe, yeah, I would pre-book it. I think for 2 people, for 2 soda packages, it was, I think, £147, else it would have been like £180, but it's all done in dollars. So yeah, just maybe go on the website and find out how much it is. Also, next tip, your cruise line should have like an app. Everything's like changed nowadays. Usually like in your cabin you'd get like an itinerary on a paper sheet, but now it's all done on the app, so you can see like your calendar and when you're where, what activities are going on, things you can book, where food places are. Like, it's crazy. And you can also chat on there. So obviously if you don't buy the Wi-Fi package, if you're on board with like a family member, you can like send messages and you don't need Wi-Fi. So I think that's pretty cool with Royal Caribbean. So yeah, definitely get the app. Is a balcony worth it? In my opinion, no, it's not, because actually you're only really in there to sleep and maybe have a shower. Other than that, like, you want to go explore the decks, you want to be enjoying activities. Like, I feel like that's what your cruise is about. Your cabin, I would just get an inside cabin personally. I have done a balcony, but did I sit on it much? No, not really. And when you're at port, like, you're going to get off the boat anyway. So really, I wouldn't book a balcony cabin, and they are extortionate prices. So booking excursions, personally, I wouldn't do it through the cruise line who you're actually going with, because they do charge like a massive amount of money for these trips. You can go and get your guide. Honestly, there's so many. Just search up and on TripAdvisor and stuff. I think Get Your Guide's really good. Obviously with your cruise line, you know, you go in with the cruise line, so you know that you're going to get back to your ship on time. And I think it always is a worry going with like someone else. But actually, like every time I've done it with, not with the cruise line, let's say, I've always got back to the ship. I've never been cut short, you know, like they are really good. They handle with cruises like all the time, like every day. So yeah, Get Your Guide is quite cheap. There are a few others, so if I can think of them, I will pop them on screen. But yeah, just have a little search. It's quite easy. And to be honest, they were all like 24-hour assistants anyway, so you can always chat to them online. These are like little things that I think you should take. So I would say take magnetic hooks, because in the cabins, I wouldn't really say there's much space to like hang stuff, but obviously all the cabins are like magnetic. So like you can buy the little clips. I'll insert a picture now. You can get them off of Amazon, really cheap, and hang your bikini, stuff like that. Next, I would say take Ziploc bags. Now that sounds silly, you know, like sandwich bags, but if you want to like take stuff back to your room, like you can just like from the buffet or whatever, or for a snack for the morning if you don't want to get out for breakfast, yeah, take a Ziploc bag and like you're sorted. You are literally sorted. This is going to be the last one. I'm going to cut it short. I don't want it to be a long video because I haven't actually made a video in a while, but I just, yeah, if you've got any more questions, I can do like a part 2 on this. So last one, I would take a lanyard, you know, like the lanyards with like the card holders, purely because you get given like a sea pass, and you don't want to lose that. Or you won't be able to get on and off the ship, or like it'll cost you money to get a new one. So yeah, a lot, like the majority of people on the cruises have them all around the necks or like on the pockets. So yeah, they're like little tips and tricks. I hope that's helped. But yeah, if you've got any more questions, just ask me in the comments below. And subscribe, because I'm almost at 500 subscribers, which is really exciting. Yeah. I hope to see you very soon, and I really hope that helped. See you later.